There is an extremist in Somaliland, and that's what we thank to our God.
I want to know the secret, how you do that, because we see the problem in so many parts of the world that there are extremists, even in Australia where I live. I'm more scared to walk in some areas of Muslim because there's Muslim extremists, but in Somaliland I'm not scared. What's the secret here? That I want people to copy and paste, copy how Somaliland does it.
Now you are in Somaliland. You have to observe.
I'm observing. I love what I see.
And you have to make a report for your government in order to follow that government, that report.
Avi Mini for Rebel News in the Horn of Africa on our special mission for the truth about Somaliland.com. What you're about to watch is another special report from here. And if you support our mission on the ground here, please consider chipping in to help us cover the costs, including our charter flights and our armed security. Damn, this is a safe place, but that makes me feel a lot safer. The truth about Somaliland.com. Check out all our reports, support the mission, and make sure to share the truth.
My husband, when he was 25 years old, he started politics. He spent a lot of his money from his father. His father was a big merchant and famous in Somaliland and Somalia, Ethiopia as a whole. So he used it and advocated for Somaliland while he was in UK for studies. He saw a lot of Africans who was seeking a corruption from British people and British government. So he started from while he was in UK to gain an independence for Somaliland from British protectorate. Then he, managed to gain independence from British in 1960.
1960, and you showed me the letter, the first country to recognize it. I didn't know. You showed me the letter signed by the Golda Meir.
Yes.
Was Israel for the first time?
Yes, first time.
With your husband?
With my husband. Third for government is recognized Somaliland in 1960. But Israel was the first government to recognize Somaliland.
But that was for 5 days?
Yes, yes.
And then Somaliland joined Somalia to make one state?
Yes, that was a very big mistake. We joined it after 5 days. My husband is talking about that topic. It was a very sad and annoying topic. He said we will stay 6 months and see. They went first, a delegation from Somaliland went to Mogadishu. They saw people who are different from our culture, from our environment. So he said, we have to see and stay 6 months separately. After that, we will join.
Why didn't they stay for 6 months?
The people refused it.
The people?
Because they wanted a pan-Somalism. There was 5 Somalis at that time who wanted to join together. That's 5 Somalis. So that was the first 2 different Somalis, Mogadishu from Italy and we were from British. Yeah. Joined. They said, we are seeking 5 Somalis. And you are refusing to join 2 Somalis. So we have to. Then he was the first person that he met the punishment that he saw before. At that time, they put him in jail for 12 years.
Your husband?
Yes.
In what year was that?
1969.
In 1969?
When Ziad Barre did the coup.
So, but first, 1967, he was Prime Minister of Somalia. In 1969, they put him in jail.
Yes, Ziad Barre. Because he held 3 posts. Minister of Education and Minister of Defense. So he resigned when he held that. He said Somaliland don't deserve that positions. We have to get our, right positions. Otherwise, I have to resign. He resigned. He became an opposition. Then after 2 years, he became Prime Minister of Somalia. While he was holding 2 years the position, Ziad Barre came and did a military coup to him. And his government, they killed the president, Abdirashid Ali Sharmarka, in Las Anod. And he was in USA at that time, my husband, and put him in a jail when he came back.
When he got back, they put him in jail?
Yeah.
12 years. So that's 1969 to 1980.
Yes. One time he released it from the jail in 1974. Then he put him again to the jail.
So twice in jail?
Twice.
And totally 12 years.
Yes.
And then when he got out of jail, what happened?
Yeah, he became an opposition. He was living in Mogadishu. Some people told him to leave Mogadishu. So he said, I'm not leaving my country for Ziad Barre. I will stay. Then that government, Ziad Barre government, collapsed in 1991 after, several war against him and his regime. After that, he came here. They went to Djibouti. Here, then he elected for president.
He became the second president of Somaliland.
And in 1993, May 5.
People tell me he was the best president of Somaliland. Do you agree?
I do.
What made him the best president of Somaliland?
He was a loyal person. For people are naturally different from person to person. He was very, very loyal to his country. I didn't like to collect any money from him because you see where I live. He doesn't want to be a wealth from his government and his poor people. He was, a unique person, I can say. He was a generous, very, very generous person. If he gets now 1 million, you should tell the rest of poor people, the sheikhs, sultans, something like that. And all people were same to him. Apart from clan, religion, all. And he was a very close friend of Western world. He was a friend of several presidents of American, included Israel as well, presidents. So he wanted Israel might recognize once again Somaliland. That's what he forecasted. And we saw it now.
When did he pass away?
He passed away in 2002.
How do you think he would feel today that now Israel again was the first to recognize Somaliland?
Would have fly or pressed with happiness.
If we have to remember your husband, yes, your late husband, how do you want him to be remembered?
When they are talking about Somaliland and its politics, 90% of their words are my husband. 90% of Somaliland conversation
is about him.
They are talking about him, how he did, what he did to Somaliland from 1960. All of it. He devoted his life, all life, for Somaliland.
Would it make him happy that it was, again, re-recognition, and it was Israel that was first?
Yes. And we would like to thank to government, Israel government, and President, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Israel, all of them, all of Cabinet, House of Parliament, all of them, all of Israel people as well, how they treat with us. Yes, how they recognize us, how they respect us.
Why should the rest of the world recognize Somaliland now?
They will.
Why should they? Why should Donald Trump now?
He's going to recognize. It's inevitable because the world needs us.
Why?
They need the location that we are in. They need the Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, Berber Port. Even while British was colonized Somaliland, he was not colonized. We were protectorate. We were not colonized.
Yeah.
He only wanted to have Somaliland was to take something from the sea, like charcoal, something like that, for his ships, as they said. And as we read from the, history, the main thing that he was holding Somaliland was the Berber Port and the sea, Red Sea. So we located geopolitically a very, very important position.
Is it also the fact that it's a successful democracy that the world should recognize? If the West loves democracy so much, shouldn't Somaliland be the first for them to recognize in this region to have a real democracy, a working, tried and tested democracy?
Yes. Yes.
What would you say if Donald Trump was watching now? What would you say to him?
I would like to say thank you so much, first and foremost. He also he did it better than recognition. He defended Israel for our recognition and defended every government, defended from Israel, every government that criticized why Israel recognized Somaliland. And we are waiting and hoping that Donald Trump will sign and recognize Somaliland. And I would like to say to him, Mr. Donald Trump, what you are waiting for, Somaliland seeking your signature, your sign to recognize Somaliland, you and your coalition, governments like Western world, Arab world. Also, I'm sending to my message to African neighbors countries and Emirates countries. Also, the people, the country governments that signed Abraham Accord.
Would Somaliland will sign the Abraham Accords, I imagine, but why do you think so much of the Arab world, so much of the Muslim world are not happy that Israel recognized Somaliland and Somaliland has friendship with Israel?
They are basing, some of government is basing on a religion, but it isn't. Because some Arab governments who are Muslim, 100%, have relationship with Israel. Political relationship, military relationship, economic relationship. You see? So I don't know what they are basing on that, but they cannot dictate something for us. Why? Liberated, you are a free country, we are liberal, we have our right. Our right to have relationship, whoever we want. We have our right, Somaliland have, it is right to have relationship every government on this world that we want to have relationship. Nothing is preventing from us. Arab people cannot dictate something for us. They have to talk about their governments. You see, there is no any oppression in Somaliland while they oppress their people. There is kings, there is amirs who have been ruling their countries for 50, 30, 20 years. Here Somaliland, there's a democracy. We made election every 5 years. My husband started referendum. The first referendum was our, constitution. We make a referendum. 97% voted for that constitution. So we did another 5 elections, parliament, local governments, another 4 presidents elected after my husband. And we still keep on to overcome our dreams and my husband's dreams, And we're sure Somaliland and this flag will be one day.
What's the secret for success in Somaliland? For so long, it hasn't been recognized, but it's a thriving democracy. It's safe, it's secure, it has safe, fair elections. It has everything a real democracy wants, even though the whole world hasn't recognized it. What's the secret to success?
We're just like Taiwan. China is oppressing Taiwan in order to get recognition, and Somaliland are separate from Somalia. But you cannot hide the sun with our hands. No one can hide the sun with his hands. Somaliland became more secure, peace, developed, democratic government, while still civil war in Somalia. While my husband was talking about Taiwan, he said Taiwan has been seeking recognition for 30 years, and we will wait recognition more than that. We will not die, he said. And what we are saying now, we will not die for hunger or anything else. We will wait. Now we get, alhamdulillah, and we are waiting for more. More countries recognize.
My family background is from Yemen, Yemen Jews, but I cannot go to Yemen. If I go to Yemen, I will probably get kidnapped and killed by the Houthis. But I come here as a Jew, and people hug me. People are so happy to see me here.
As a Jew.
And I wonder, because for many years, I thought most Muslim people, or almost all Muslim people, religious Muslim, didn't like me just because I'm Jewish. Here I don't feel that. It feels special. Is this
You feel before or now?
Now I feel like more, there's...
More confident.
I feel like there's hope, because I see now Muslim, religious, anti-extremist that embrace me for being Jewish as a brother. Is this the hope for the future? Is this where we should be heading? And is this why we should recognize Somaliland, to encourage more of that?
Yes, yes, yes. That's what we are heading. To live, stay, welcome Jewish people.
How is there no extremism here? It's very religious. People believe, here people are praying. I hear the call to prayer 5 times a day. People are all covered, very religious, but you don't have terrorism here. How do you do that?
When you go back to our religion, you know, or our rights, not our religion, our rights when you are talking about right, you know, every person have it is right, in his right is to have a right to his religion. Any religion that he believes, no matter, you know, the personality, the people, and the religion. It could be Muslim, you could be Christian. You can obey your religion, I can obey your religion. But life is life, you see. We can stay still together, we can eat together, we can work together, we can welcome together.
But how did you
And I have no right to kill you with no reason.
How did you stop those people? How did Somaliland stop those people? Because in Mogadishu you have many. Al-Shabaab, you have terrorists that want...
It's another case.
But how do you stop it in Somaliland?
Not extremists, and it's not based on religion. Because there is some foreigners, Arab, Western world, Asian world, are involved in that, you know. I don't know. We cannot insult our religion. We cannot say it's based on religion. It's politics, something like that. I don't know what's it. Because it's too much. How many years that they have been fighting? How many years? We should, you know, we should search what's behind it. Something is behind it. So I cannot say it's based on religion.
But my question is, in Somaliland, how did they stop it from coming here? How did they stop?
We haven't seen, alhamdulillah.
You've never seen
extremists, we haven't seen. Some people are called some names, but just they are based on Quran or something like that, or Sheikh. But there is an extremist in Somaliland, and that's what we thank to our God.
I want to know the secret. How you do that? Because we see the problem in so many parts of the world that there are extremists. Even in Australia, where I live, I'm more scared to walk in some areas of Muslim, because there's Muslim extremists, but in Somaliland I'm not scared. What's the secret here? That I want people to copy and paste. Copy how Somaliland does it.
Now you are in Somaliland. You have to observe.
I'm observing. I love what I see.
And you have to make a report for your government in order to follow that government, that report.
If somebody here starts being extremist, does the police immediately take them down, or it doesn't happen?
Before that, the population, those guys will catch. The population will kill. Before the government.
The population?
Yes. We are watching our, you know,
so
peace.
It's the people.
Peace. Because we spent a lot of time. We lost everything for ourselves. Everything you see Hargeisa. We lost 200,000 people who are killed easily, simply, with no reason. So we don't want a single person to die again with no reason and with just shooting and killing. Yes, and that's what our success, independence, and secession for Somalia is based on.
I love it. I think there's the message. You just explained it to me that it's the people in the community that need to actually stand up.
The government cannot do any without its people, because the government is minister is police, something like that. But the population, and that's the message I'm sending to my people.
To the Islamic people in Australia as well, to stand up if they see it.
Yes, every society now, extremists, not in Somalia, in Australia, they are everywhere. But the people, the population can overcome that problem. It's not the government. The government is, they can arrest, they can rule, they can kill if they want. But the people are catching, watching, telling, reporting to the government.
Amazing. I hope you get recognition from everyone soon.
We have already. We have, but we need some more, and it will come. It will come. But our president said, as Israel and America promised, as other countries promised, we will get. As far as we started to get a recognition from our brothers and sisters, we gain it.
If you enjoyed this report, make sure to like, comment, share, then head over to thetruthaboutsomaliland.com. Check out all our reports, our interviews, our stories from here in Somaliland. Then make sure to sign and share the petition. And finally, if you support our mission here on the ground, please consider chipping in to help us cover the costs. They were exuberant. We're talking about charter flights, travel, fixes, security, food, everything. Cost a lot more than we thought, but I think it was worth it. Thetruthaboutsomaliland.com, it's all there.